Hey guys, today I'm going to introduce you to a Python library called Humanize. Humanize tries to make your data much more human readable. It has 5 types or 5 categories, if you will. First one is number. Number tries to convert a huge chunk of numbers into a much more readable format by adding comma, by adding text, such as billion, thousand, million, and whatnot. It converts numbers into strings, such as 1 is 1. This format works from 0 to 9. And then fractions, if you have 0.5, you get the fraction version of that. Date time, if you have a time delta values or a huge number of seconds, it converts those seconds into years and minutes and hours. And basically a much more friendlier version of that. Same goes for file size. If you have a huge chunk of file size, which you want to convert into a bigger and much more readable format, you can using Humanize library. How you can install it is right here. So if you want to see some codes, do that. So let's start with date and time. First thing you need to do is import Humanize and import date and time. I assume you have some sort of knowledge about Python's date and time library. So the first thing here we're trying is the natural delta. This basically takes time difference and shows you in a human readable format. The first example takes a time delta value of 130 seconds and gives us back the result. Let's run this. So it says 2 minutes. It's obviously it's rough rounding of that. It's not exactly 2 minutes, but it won't say like 2 minutes and 10 seconds. It takes days as well as the time delta value, 180 days, rounds it to be 5 months, 365 days. It says here a year. You get the point. I'm not going to go over all of those. The second one is natural time. It's another humanized function. Natural time takes a datetime value. So here it's taking datetime.now and it says now, and then we say seconds of 130. Earlier we found it to be 2 minutes, and here it's thinking in terms of duration. So it says 2 minutes ago as opposed to 2 minutes as we've seen earlier. Here, for example, we're taking the current time, adding 30 seconds on it, and it says 29 seconds from now. And then we're also subtracting 59 days, and it says a month ago. Here, I found it to be very curious actually, because 59 days from now is not a month ago. 2 more days, it will say 2 months ago. All right. So this is natural time, and this one is natural day, right? So natural day then again takes the same datetime value and gives you a human readable format. If you add a day, a time delta of 1, it will say tomorrow. If you subtract 1, it will say yesterday. And then obviously the rest of them, it will give you the specific calendar date. And you have natural date as well. Again, same story here. -1 will give you yesterday, +1 will give you tomorrow. Number formatting. Here, for example, you have this number, which I think is 1 million. Yeah, so it will just add comma. So the function int comma will take integer and add comma. This function works from 1,000 and above. And then you have int word. Int word works, it has a maximum capacity of 33 digits. So it basically introduces 1,000 and million and more, right? So it has 33 digits limit. Within that limit it would work. So the letters starts to kick in from 1,000 and above. So I have given 99 just for example to see. So you see the first one is 1 million, 1 billion, 1,000, and 999 obviously doesn't need to be shortened. And app number just reads 1 as a string format of 1 ONE and 0. So it works from 0 to 9. The rest of them are just displayed as they are. Fraction gives you the fraction format of the decimal point, the decimal number you inserted. So 1.5 will show you 1.5. File size, same here, it takes integer and then gives you back in terms of megabyte, gigabyte, kilobyte, and that's it.